Hello friends, today we are going to talk about Schedule A form, which is IMM 5669E form, which is another important form which we need to upload after submitting ITA from SINP government. So this is one of the form which we need to upload once we receive the ITA. So I'll talk about this form in details. So you may find that it video might take much time than usual. Okay, so let's get started. Before we start, I would request you guys to please subscribe my channel. Please share your comments, how you find this video. Do you find this video helpful or not? Please share your comments and please do subscribe to my channel. So let's get started. Schedule A form is a background declaration form wherein we will give details about our educational qualification, about our uh, you know uh, about our educational qualification, about our proof of residence, or where we have been putting up from the last 10 years, and about our employment history. So this is the Schedule A forms. Okay, I'll give you more details once we go through these forms, and wherein I feel that much more detail is required, then I'll provide you the detail. Okay. So first, since you are filling this form for yourself for the primary applicant, you need to select the primary applicant over here. Then you need to enter the family name and the given name. Like the given name is Sandeep and the family name is Gupta. Then you need to write your name in your native language. So since I'm from India, I need to write the name in Hindi language. So I don't have any keyboard with the help of which I can type my name in Hindi language. So what I'll do, I'll fill up the form. Then once I'm done with the form, I'll take out the printout, then write my name in Hindi and do a scan. And then I would have a form which contains my name in native language. So I'm keeping this field as blank as of now. Then you need to enter your date of birth. You can enter any date over here. Then you need to provide personal detail of your father, family name, given name, date of birth. Again, you can select end date, town and city of birth. You can select the town or city of birth, country, and then date of death. If your parents are still alive, you can simply write not applicable over here. Same ways, you need to enter the information for your mother. And if there is no date to enter, then you can enter not applicable over here as well. Have you, or if you are the principal applicant, any of your family member listed in your application for permanent residence in Canada ever? Normally, we need to select no for all of these questions. So you can go through it and select no for all of these questions. If you have any question with respect to any of the question, you can probably put your thoughts in the comment section and I'll take a look and try to respond accordingly. Then we need to give the education qualification over here. So since I have done the post graduation, so we need to enter the completed years. So since I have done the post graduation, 3 years of my graduation and 3 years of my post graduation, so I would enter 6 over here. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so there is nothing trade school or other post secondary school, so I need to keep this as blank and need to enter 6 in college and university. Then secondary or high school is from your 9th class to 12th class. So we would enter 4 over here, which is 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. And then first to 8, we need to enter the 8 years under elementary or primary school. So starting from first till 8, you would enter 8 over here. And then 8 to 12, you would enter 4 over here. And then if if you have done only the graduation, you would enter 3 or 4 years, and if you have done both graduation and post graduation, then you would enter years accordingly over here. Okay, the next thing is to give the full detail of your secondary, university, and elementary education, like we have mentioned over here. So first I'll start with the most recent one, like the university. First I'll start with my post graduation course. So you need to enter the details when you started your post graduation course till the time when you studied your post graduation, name of institution. The one thing I would like to mention over here, like if the name of institution is too large, which does not fit the space we have over here, we have a workaround for this. I'll show you that workaround also. So for example, if your name of institution or is not going to fit over here, what you can do, you can simply create the same table in your Word file. Let Just give me 1 second. Let me show you how that can be created. Yep. So I have created the same table from this section. Okay, you would see I have the same number of rows and columns in the table here. You can enter the information like when you started your post graduation, when you completed your post graduation, name of institution, then city or country, type of certificate or diploma issued, master of computer application. Since the type of certificate is degree, that's why I have entered degree over here. And then field of studies, computers or IT. Same ways you need to enter the information for your graduation as well, like I have done or I have written here, Guru Nanak Khalsa College, Haryana. Then the probably type of certificate is uh, Bachelor of Computer Science. It's also a degree, and Computer IT. So you need to create the same table in another, I would say, document, and then one then when we need to upload the document, we can merge these two PDF as a single document. Okay, one thing we need to keep in mind while creating a table, uh, just give me 1 second. Like they have mentioned in this sheet itself, if there is not enough space to provide all the necessary information attached to this form, a separate sheet of paper with further details. Print your name at the top of each additional sheet. So I have mentioned the name over here. Since I am filling the schedule A form, which is background declaration IMA form, so I have given the details of the forms over here. And the question number 7, like we have question 7, तो मैंने वहां पर क्वेश्चन 7 मेंशन कर दिया है और मैं उसकी डिटेल दे रहा हूँ. तो दैट वेज वी कैन गिव, since in most of the cases, like if the institution name is too large, it would not fit over here, then we have to attach a separate document which shall contain all the information. So I have shown you how that can be done. And most of the guys have confusion what we need to enter over here. Like I have mentioned, since you have done both graduation of 3 years and post graduation of 3 years, that's why I have entered 6 over here. And then secondary high school is from your 9th class to 12th class, and the elementary school is from your 1st class to 8th class. I hope this is helpful. Then we need to enter the personal history. Since most of you guys would be working as of now, so you need to enter your employment details here, starting with the most recent one. If you are working in the same company, then probably you would have only one row over here. But if you have worked in multiple companies, then you would have multiple rows. Provide the details of your personal history since the age of 10 or the past 10 years, whichever is most recent. Start with the most recent information under activity. Write your occupation or job title if you are working. If you were not working, provide information on what you were doing. For example, unemployed, studying, etc. etc. If you were outside your country or territory of nationality, indicate your status in that country. So you need to start with the most recent one. Activity is your designation. Like if you are a project manager or if you are a software developer, then you need to mention the project manager or software developer here. Then city or town, maybe Delhi, and then country is India. Status is citizen, and then you need to enter the name of the company. Okay. So if you are unemployed, then what you need to do, you need to simply write unemployed, and you can skip this section, the name of the country as blank. I mean the name of the company as blank. Just give me 1 second. So if you are unemployed, then the name of the company would be not applicable. Don't leave it as blank, rather write not applicable over here. मुझे नहीं लगता कि यहाँ पर कुछ और इन्फॉर्मेशन डालने की जरूरत है आपको। अपने लास्ट 10 years की डिटेल और हिस्ट्री देनी है यहाँ पर। Starting from the most recent one, you need to provide the name of the company in which you are working or you have worked. If you are unemployed, then there would not be any company. Then you need to simply write not applicable over here. Then membership of association with organization. What organization you have supported, been a member of, or been associated with. So in most of the cases, this is not applicable for us. So you can simply write none over here. Same goes for government position. If you have not held any government position, then simply write none over here. Military or paramilitary services. I hope this is not applicable for most of the candidates. Then we need to write none over here as well. Then list of addresses. List all the addresses where you have lived since your 18th birthday or the past 10 years, whichever is most recent. Do not use PO box address. So you need to address or you need to give details of all the addresses where you have been lived from the last 10 years, starting with the most recent one. Like if you are at one place from the last 10 year, you can simply mention the start date. For example, 2010 and 2. Since you are living at that address, just mention present. Give the address information, then give the city or town information, province, state, zip code, and country. But if you have multiple rows, like you have switched 3 places within the last 10 years, then you need to provide details of all the addresses. That's all. That's all. I guess. Yep. That's all. So, guys, if you have any question or concern with respect to this form, please share your thoughts or comments in the comment section, and I'll take a look and try to respond. So, make sure you need to fill this form for all of the dependent who is 18, who is older than 18 or 18 years of age. So you need to fill this form for yourself or your spouse as well. So while filling up this form for your spouse, you need to click or you need to check this box. Then under full name, you need to provide your spouse name, date of birth of your spouse, Family name, father and mother name of your spouse, not yours father's or mother's name, rather your spouse father or father's or mother's name. Same ways you need to enter educational description or educational history for your spouse. Personal history, if she is not working anywhere, what you can do, you can simply write unemployed here, and name of the company or the employer is not applicable. But if she or he is working, then you can probably provide the information accordingly. Then the address information, it would be same as of yours in most of the cases, but if this is not same, then you can give different address or different starting or end date for your spouse. But all the information you need to provide in this form. If you are filling it for your spouse, then you need to provide information uh, relating to your spouse, not yours. Then what we need to do, we need to take out the printout of this form. We need to put our signature date over here, and this is not for us. You need to keep this section as blank. This is not for us. Same ways, this is not for us. We just need to provide our signature over here. Declaration of the applicant, I declare that the information I have given is truthful, complete and correct. So we just need to sign this part of the form, need to add the date and keep the rest of the section as blank. This is not for us, this is for Canada government official. I hope you would find this video helpful. And guys, please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that you would receive more videos. I'm going to create more videos on the forms which we need to fill and upload as part of SINP immigration process. And I will definitely talk about uh, how to create SINP profile, how to upload the documents, and if there is anything on which you want me to talk about, then please put your comments in the comment section. Thank you. Thanks a lot. That's all from my side.